All right, so last year was like a very, very big roller coaster for me.
Are you kidding me? Oh, map 1 slaughter, a map 4 heartbreaker. That is LAG's year in a nutshell.
We started off the year, we had an insane team that was probably one of the most dominant rosters I've ever competed with in Call of Duty. We had such an ebb and flow to us. Getting on every day was a dream. And we won a lot last year before everyone started getting picked up. And I would say the biggest thing is when I got picked up last year onto Gentlemates, it was a great opportunity. The organization is nothing short of amazing. Unfortunately for me, I had like a lot of, and I guess this kind of comes with getting older, and it was something very new for me to experience, but I had a lot of personal stuff in my life come up last year after I signed to LAG, and it kind of, without me even realizing, and just, you know, with how fast everything is and how fast the turnarounds are, I didn't realize how much I was kind of below water last year while I was playing on that team. And in hindsight, I really do wish I would have taken a step back and worried about my personal life for a month or two last year. I don't really think I was in necessarily a place where I could go to the facility every day and practice and, you know, and be the leader that my team needed. And that's where I'll take my accountability for sure. I don't think that I was the same person that's sitting right here in front of you today. On the flip side of that, that's kind of one of the things about CDL. I love every person that I team with. I love every coach that I spent time with last year. Unfortunately, sometimes you are being slotted into a roster that didn't have success. It's more than just winning or losing matches. It's your practice, it's your culture, it's hanging out with each other every day. How much do you guys get along? Are you guys brothers? Like, you're playing against people that are gonna live and die for each other. If you guys can't even help each other with something simple out of game, you're really already behind. And I just feel like we kind of missed the team bonding aspect. I think it was 4 players rather than 1 team. I think those are scenarios that personally, you can put me in the same spot this year, and I don't think I'm gonna excel with a team that has 0 points and I'm coming in to change the culture, and, you know, this is the change we need to completely change the trajectory of the organization. And it's like, I've had experiences with Carolina, for example, and even Florida, where I joined this team, they're 12th place, they have 0 or 10 CDL points going into the second stage, and we hit a crazy turnaround and we end up maybe not qualifying for champs by 10 points, 20 points. And it's like, well, if I'm on this roster at the start of the season, before our scrims even start, I simply don't think there's a world where we don't make champs. But there's only so much one person can do, in a sense, where it's like, you're coming into stage 2, 10 CDL points with a roster that is mentally almost broken, and then you're tasked with having to put all those pieces together and win on 24 hours notice. You get picked up, you fly to the state that you have to play from, next day you play Atlanta FaZe, and it's like, I don't even know these guys yet. And you have such a high expectation level, which is what the league is, and I do understand that. But I would just love to find myself in a scenario where it's one of those things where a team looks at me as if they're missing a leader and they're missing that piece, and I can fill in that piece and everyone can do their job, and everyone just does their 25%. And that's what I would want, nothing more than to just be able to join a roster where I'm doing my 25%, he's doing his 25%, the coaches are contributing in the way that they know how to contribute, and just being a team and just grinding it out together. And yeah.
I think that's like a pretty common thing where it's like you have a bunch of people that you play with end up leaving and going to the league, along with yourself too. But like, is there something that you think you bring to a team and do that helps other players get to that next level?
I think one thing that stands out with me and something that I am able to share with all of my teams, especially in challengers, is in the league sometimes you get an opportunity, and granted you have to take that opportunity and run with it. Sometimes it's not the right moving parts around you, and you are in a very competitive league with people that care a lot and their goal is to win. So you have to have the right pieces around you. I think in challengers, especially with Omit, and how I work with Rafi, I think we have very good conversations about not who's the best player that we can pick up, but who's the right player we can pick up. And so oftentimes in challengers, I feel like my teams are more so slotted and are tailored towards what's going to help me help them succeed. Because just as Carson said, I think I'm a teammate that enables people really well. I think you can play with a different team and you might not have played that good. You come over to this side of the water and you might be the best player in the game. And I'm not going to attribute that all to me by any means, but I think we have very good systems. I think we have very good discipline. And I just think that if I have teammates that buy into the system and like truly buy into that discipline, that we're going to get the results that they're looking for to get them to the league and to get myself back to the league. So I'm just very grateful with the working relationship that, you know, I have with Omit, that, you know, that's a possibility and that we're able to position ourselves so often to be in winning scenarios.